There's always a story behind everything. Our story today has two beginnings, but is geared towards moving to only one end, that of excellence or GALING in science and technology on agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. Some of you may already know what I'm referring to. But first, let us pay homage to our country by way of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by a message from Picard, OIC Deputy Executive Director for Research and Development.
Good afternoon, everyone. Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina Guevara, our partners from the various higher education institutions, the regional R&D consortia, awardees, guests and participants of this virtual event, on behalf of the men and women of the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources, Research and Development, I am honored to welcome you all to the 2020 Picard Decente Recognition and Awarding Ceremony. Thank you for gracing this event. This is the first time that we are celebrating the occasion online because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and hopefully it will be the last. Nevertheless, no pandemic or any mishap of sort will stop us from holding this ceremony. So today, we recognize excellence, celebrate partnerships, and honor the men and women behind them. This event is the culmination of our SNT Awards and Incentives Program for the year. Today, we will honor our partners, scientists, R&D workers, media partners, and the regional R&D consortia for their contribution to the advancement and promotion of science and technology in the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. We will recognize their outstanding work for the Best R&D Paper Awards for both research category and development category, the Otan Awards for Best Research Publications, the Ulat SIPAG Awards for Best Print and Broadcast Media Works, and the Ugnay Award for Outstanding R&D Consortium. Let us thank all the experts that comprise the various external committees who did the rigorous work of evaluating the entries or nominees to choose the best of the best. I think you are all excited now to hear the messages of our dear Undersecretary Rowena Cristina Guevara and Secretary de la Peña, and of course, to know the winners. So without much further ado, let's get the ball rolling. Congratulations to the winners and have a good day, everyone.
Years later, it went through positive changes, leading to the establishment of the Philippine Council for Aquatic and Marine Research and Development, or PCAARRD, in 1987 from its Fisheries Research Division. The creation of PCAARRD further enhanced the marine and aquatic resources R&D in the country. In 2011, the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources Research and Development was born from the merger of two S&T leaders in the AANR sector, Picard and PCAARRD. With expanded coverage, functions, and responsibilities, the Council further cemented its status as the apex council in the AANR sector. 9 years later, since its union, another milestone had been realized, and two of them will be launched as will be shown today.
The Philippines' agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector are full of potential, but it faces big challenges, especially in bringing the technologies to their intended users. To address this issue, the Philippine Technology Transfer Act of 2009 mandated the monitoring of efforts and the effectiveness of the research and development institutions in securing intellectual property protection and pursuing IP commercialization. In March 2016, Dost Picard established the Dost Picard Innovation and Technology Center, or the DPITC, which was designed to deliver quality services on intellectual property management and technology commercialization. The old PCAARRD building was renovated to become the headquarters of the DPITC. In the 5 years since the establishment of the DPITC, we have trained almost 6,000 researchers, technology transfer officers, and other clients on R&D management, and many more. We have strengthened ties and forged new alliances with almost 100 local and international partner institutions. Through the DPITC, we have also established IP and technology business management offices in 26 partner agencies, which now have their own institutional IP policies and technology commercialization protocols. We have also enabled them to file on their own over 1,200 IP applications by capacitating their technology transfer officers and researchers. With the generation of freedom to operate reviews, technology valuations, market studies, and business plans, AANR Technologies were able to satisfy the requirements of the Fairness Opinion Board. Now, we have 17 commercialization agreements with the private sector. We also instituted the Dost Picard National Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubation Program in 16 ATBIs across the country. This program helps start and develop viable agri-businesses and now supports almost 200 new small businesses, which in turn have generated over 460 new jobs. Dost Picard also created the Science for the Convergence of Agriculture and Tourism, which promotes technologies in 13 farm tourism areas. The DPITC also boasts of a fully functional Dost Picard e-library that has catered to almost 3,000 patrons since it opened in April 2020, with an average of 2 downloads per patron. Initiatives are also being done to organize a network of e-libraries to include library resources from the Council's R&D Regional Consortium. The DPITC is also the venue for the S&T Exhibit and Bazaar. The S&T Exhibit features the major output of Picard's 38 industry strategic S&T programs and highlights the new technologies and innovations that are geared towards the goals of food sufficiency, global competitiveness, poverty alleviation, and environmental sustainability. To complement the S&T exhibits, the S&T Bazaar highlights the technologies and products generated from Picard-assisted projects. These products are also included in the One Store, an online selling platform developed by DOST.
We are very grateful to our partners in the regional consortia for helping us in making the first 5 years of the DPITC truly meaningful and special. We will continue to strengthen our existing programs and introduce new initiatives to further enhance technology transfer and commercialization. Among these, we are establishing a new unit at the DPITC, the Agri-Aqua Business Hub, in order to solidify our gains in recent years. The DPITC Agri-Aqua Business Hub seeks to position DOST Picard as one of the leading agents of agribusiness development by strengthening the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem through holistic service offerings to encourage a new generation of entrepreneurs and advance the AANR industries. The hub will serve as a single point of contact to enable enterprise building through the convergence of DOST Picard's initiatives and hand-holding support. Let our DPITC be a glowing testament to the Council's commitment to provide science solutions for a vibrant agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector.
Picard publication lines are part of the Teknolohiya Kaalaman para sa Pamayanan component of GALING Picard, a primer on vegetable gardening. GALING Picard kontra COVID-19. Urban gardening. Grow your vegetables the EPP way. Tilapia para sa pamayanan. A field guide to the commercially important mollusk of Panay, Philippines. Coastal Erosion Management in the Philippines, a guidebook. Philippine Coral Reefs, our national treasure and global heritage. A handbook of protocols for the conduct of reef assessments in the Philippines. Matiag, State of Coastal Habitats in the 6 Philippine Marine Biographic Regions. The Fishing Closure Policy in the Visayan Sea, Impacts and Issues. PR Mangrove Crab. Sustainability assessment of rubber and cacao in major production areas of the Philippines using GIS technology.
In order to strengthen the competencies of research managers, researchers, and scholars in implementing and managing R&D activities, Picard conducts non-degree training courses for our partners in the National Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development Network, or NARDEN. Enhancement courses are carefully and strategically developed and conducted. These include R&D management and technology-based trainings. Over the years, we were able to implement 61 training courses involving researchers, scholars, and Picard staff in the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sectors. Social distancing brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic has limited how training courses are delivered to our stakeholders. But learning should not stop because of this. As a response, the Picard Online Learning Management System was developed in order to deliver non-degree training courses without the need for face-to-face interaction. Using Moodle, clients and other stakeholders can access a wide range of learning materials, enroll in upcoming training activities, and receive a certificate of completion. What are the features of the Picard Online LMS? In compliance to Republic Act 10173 or the Data Privacy Act of 2012, the Picard Online LMS provides a security layer that tracks and keeps records of visitors. New users must create an account to enroll in a course or get access to online materials. It also captures basic information aligned with the requirement of the Client Satisfaction Feedback Form or CSF. The Picard Online LMS hosts both non-degree and technology-based trainings. Related materials and media, such as videos, PowerPoints, manuals, publications, and news articles are also included in each course. Materials generated from technology-based trainings are accessible to the public without the need for login. Courses and materials are grouped by sector and ISP commodities. A discussion forum is also present in the LMS. This allows learners and resource persons to exchange ideas by posting comments as part of a thread. Pola is a chatbot feature of the LMS that guides users on how to go about using the LMS. It can answer questions on registration, enrollment, and password problems. The Picard Online LMS supports hosting of conferences, fora, symposia, webinars, and other similar activities. It allows integration with Zoom, Google Meet, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. The CSF form used by the Picard Online LMS is compliant with specific government requirements. Hence, the service quality dimensions are already captured by the form. Two types of certificates are provided to enrollees of the LMS. One is the Certificate of Participation, which can be downloaded once from the site, and the Certificate of Completion, which will be signed by the Picard Executive Director and will be mailed to the enrollee. The Picard Online LMS is being implemented already and is home to 11 courses in 9 sectors with over 120 enrollees. It is also interoperable with other initiatives such as the Picard Portal, Science Library Integrated Management System or SLIMS, the Picard Facebook and Twitter accounts, Picard Virtual Exhibit, and official YouTube channel. The Picard Online LMS can be accessed through the Picard Portal at www.picard.tost.gov.ph.
We are still at the prologue of our story. Before we proceed any further, we will be hearing from two of our very important officials from the Department of Science and Technology, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina Il Guevara and Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña.
Good afternoon. Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Executive Director Reynaldo Villavora, the Picard Management Team and staff, the RRDCC Chairpersons and Regional R&D Consortium Directors, officials and researchers from consortium member institutions, participants from higher education institutions, research and development institutions and the media, and awardees. It is my pleasure to join you today during this S&T recognition and awarding ceremony of the Dost Picard. This ceremony is an annual event conducted by Picard to recognize scientists, researchers, and development workers, media partners, and the regional R&D consortia for their outstanding work and contribution to the advancement and promotion of science and technology in agriculture, aquatic and natural resources sectors, and its utilization in the countryside to improve the lives of farmers and fisherfolk. All the awardees today were selected based on rigid evaluation criteria. Regardless of their spheres of work, however, they possess something essential in common: the passion to serve the country by doing their best in their work. As most of you are educators, may I challenge you to be the best mentors that you can be to motivate the young generation to pursue careers in agriculture, aquatic, forestry, and natural resources sciences, or AANR. The AANR sector is the backbone of the Philippine economy, but undeniably, the youth are shying away from agriculture and related fields. We are in need of young professionals who will continue our mission of sustaining the gains in competitiveness that we achieved in recent years as a result of our effort to vigorously advance science, technology, and innovation for the long-term and sustainable growth of our economy. At this juncture, may I share with you the country's significant achievement in S&T competitiveness. In terms of the Global Innovation Index, or GII, the Philippines took a giant leap in the ranking from number 73 in 2018 to number 54 in 2019 out of 129 countries. And this year, we are number 50 in 2020. The country was dubbed as one of this year's innovation achievers, or countries outperforming on innovation relative to gross domestic product. The index is based on 7 pillars: institutions, human capital and research, infrastructure, market sophistication, business sophistication, knowledge and technology outputs, and creative outputs. The Philippines improved in many of the pillars, and it improved significantly in creative outputs due to improvement in intangible assets such as trademarks and industrial designs and creative goods and services. The improvement in knowledge and technology outputs is due largely to knowledge diffusion. On the other hand, a significant contributor to improved business sophistication is success in innovation linkage, which, in turn, is substantially due to improved university-industry research collaboration. We believe the vigorous effort of the government to advance science, technology, and innovation through the Science for Change program is a big contributor to these achievements. The Science for Change program aims to accelerate STI in the country in order to keep pace with the developments in the global economy, where technology and innovation are the game changers. The leap in creative outputs is due to the big leaps in ICT's business model and organizational model creation and creative goods exports. Several programs contributed to the leap in knowledge and technology outputs: increased R&D investments to the Grant in Aid program of DOST, scholarships such as the Accelerated Science and Technology Human Resource Development Program, or ASTHRDP, institutional capacity building grants to higher education institutions under the niche centers in the regions for R&D to improve their S&T infrastructure and enable them to undertake quality research in the AANR sector that will promote regional development. UST's innovation-driven programs, such as the Technology Business Incubation and the Collaborative Research and Development to Leverage Philippine Economy, or CRADO, contributed to the big leap in business sophistication. The TBIs encourage, support, and nurture the development of mature technologies into viable commercial agribusiness ventures for the creation of wealth, employment, and economic development. The CRADO program engages the academe and the industry into a cooperation whereby the academe supplies the R&D needs of the industry, in the process helping the latter gain innovative market advantages. These achievements come from hard work and lots of motivation, and you are all part of it. Let me take this opportunity to thank each one of you for your contribution to the government S&T advocacy. We trust that we will continue to be partners in sustaining the gains that we have thus far achieved, even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic or any challenge or mishap that befalls our country. Congratulations to all the awardees. Stay healthy and safe, everyone. Magandang hapon at maraming salamat.
My warmest greetings to the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development as you commemorate your 9th anniversary. Originally established in November 1972 as the Philippine Council for Agricultural Research, Picard became the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Resources Research, RR, to include mines research in 1975. Affirming the role of science and technology in development, Picard changed its name to Philippine Council for Agriculture and Resources Research and Development, or Picard, in 1982. In 1987, the Council was renamed as the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Forestry, and Natural Resources Research and Development, but retained the acronym Picard. On January 30 of the same year, the Philippine Council for Aquatic and Marine Research and Development, or PCAAARRD, was created from the Fisheries Research Division of Picard with functions focused on aquatic and marine sectors. On June 22, 2011, pursuant to Executive Order Number 336, Picard, with a AA and a RR, was formed through the consolidation of the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Forestry, and Natural Resources, R&D, or Picard, and the Philippine Council for Aquatic and Marine Research and Development, or PCAAARRD. As we celebrate the 9th anniversary of Picard, I would like to thank all the officials and staff who have been part of the commendable service of the Council during the past years. Indeed, the theme Picard at 9, recognizing excellence, GALING amidst the pandemic, alludes to your dedication in pushing the best of the R&D results in the face of adversity, especially in tailoring programs and technology transfer and extension activities relevant to the needs of the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. On the challenges we face today, talks on the pandemic, natural disasters, among others, your commitment in carrying out strategic S&T direction is an essential ingredient in making science, technology, and innovation work for the people. We cannot deny how far Picard has gone in terms of extending the results of its R&D programs and projects in the forefront of addressing the food security problems associated with COVID-19 pandemic and in the last 9 years. We all know that for years, Picard has continued to exemplify dedication in its endeavors pertinent to the formulation of policies, plans, and programs for S&T-based R&D. I am privileged to have witnessed your impressive contributions in R&D and technology transfer, not to mention your continuous effort in staging a platform for knowledge exchange and mutual collaboration among the scientific community, private industry partners, and key stakeholders. This year, the driving force underpinning the advancement of Dost Picard is reflected in the creation of GALING Picard contra COVID-19 program, covering crops, livestock, forestry, and the aquatic sector. This is yet one of the most evident manifestations of Picard's commitment in extending the reach and utilization of science and technology outputs, especially in this time of crisis. Among these initiatives are the production of coconut ethyl alcohol-based sanitizers, home garden systems, biointensive gardening, village-scale chicken meat and duck eggs production, backyard tilapia farming, seaweeds farming, and bamboo and cacao initiatives, addressing the component 3 of GALING Picard that focuses on the provision of S&T-based food production livelihood options. I would like to commend Picard for your flexibility in adapting to the new normal very promptly through your refined strategies, systems, and policies. I hope that once we have finally turned the page of this pandemic, we can reflect with pride the thriving contributions of Picard in alleviating the long-term effect of the pandemic, most especially in the most vulnerable AANR sector. As Picard takes bigger and bolder steps ahead, we are confident that it will not fall short in bringing popularized scientific information to the farmers, fisherfolk, and other beneficiaries, as the Council places equal importance in disseminating research findings that are useful and relevant to its end users. I am certain that this event will further demonstrate the Council's commitment to attain sustainable and inclusive development through S&T and innovation. After all, the fruits of our research efforts become more relevant when the end users employ our research outputs and findings to increase their productivity and improve their way of life. As you look back on the past, re-examine your learnings. Be inspired by your difficulties, success, and accomplishments, and soar high in the midst of future challenges. Let our vision be our common tool for the progress and development as we continually stand in solidarity in support to the government. At this moment, allow me to recognize the tireless efforts of the organizers, management, and staff who have been working hard even with multiple tasks and responsibilities to make this virtual celebration successful. Again, congratulations, Picard, on your 9th anniversary celebration. I am keenly looking forward to witnessing the continuous achievements of the Council in the years to come. In the hopes of gaining new knowledge, improving our technologies, creating more innovations, and further igniting our zeal for research, I strongly urge you all to become actively engaged in the discussion. You carry with you the best wishes of the whole DOST family for a productive and fruitful celebration. Mabuhay ang Picard!
Human resource development in S&T, among other factors, play a vital role in the country's economic growth. Thus, in 2017, DOST Picard, together with the Science Education Institute, implemented the Graduate Research and Education Assistantship Program for Technology, or the GRADE program. This program helps qualified graduate students complete their degree programs on time, and with quality research outputs in pursuit of excellence or GALING in their respective fields. Here is an update of the GRADE program.
Philippine higher education is considered a crucial component in the economic state of the country. However, poor quality, undeveloped innovation systems, and inequity have limited its advancement. Thus, the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development of the Department of Science and Technology teams up with the Science Education Institute to offer an innovative assistantship program that helps ensure that qualified graduate students complete their study program. Dubbed as the Graduate Research and Education Assistantship for Technology, or GRATE, the program provides its grantees the opportunity to be involved in DOST or Picard programs and projects, which will specifically serve as the platform for their thesis or dissertation. The program is expected to enable qualified graduate students to become active players in generating quality research that addresses the country's priority concerns in the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. The GRADE program is also a vital element of the Council's Industry Strategic Science and Technology Program Roadmap, as it can supply the needed human resources through quality graduate education coupled with an efficient implementation of R&D projects.
First PhD graduate, Dr. Ray J. de la Calzada, Doctor of Philosophy and Fisheries, University of the Philippines, Visayas, July 2020. Don Emmanuel M. Cardona, Master of Science in Agricultural Chemistry, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, June 2019. Divine Criza B. Padua, Master of Science in Economics, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, June 2019. Glesley Joy P. Vasquez, Master of Science in Animal Science, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, June 2019. Jennifer Daniel L. Deauna, Master of Science in Environmental Science and Ecosystems Management, De La Salle University, August 2019. Dara Maria A. Fabro, Master of Science in Horticulture, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, December 2019. John Edward L. Felipe, Master of Science in Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, December 2019. Jophil A. Matiom, Master of Science in Plant Pathology, Visayas State University, December 2019. Adona Joanna S. Urmeneta, Master of Science in Forestry, Silviculture and Forest Influences, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, December 2019. Blair Ann L. Adora, Master of Science in Plant Pathology, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, December 2019, and also the first re-entry grantee from the Department of Agriculture, Region 9. Chris Lord T. Santos, Master of Science in Biochemistry, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, June 2020. Anne Frances V. Buhay, Master of Science in Forestry, Forest Resources Management, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, July 2020. And Oliver S. Marasigan, Master of Science in Forestry, Wood Science and Technology, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, August 2020.
The pandemic could not prevent the proliferation of excellence in agriculture, aquatic and natural resources, research and development, communication, and in our regional consortia. Decades before the Council's reorganization, outstanding R&D outputs from the regions, published papers, media partners, and regional consortia were already recognized and honored through the awards it has created. We are glad to present this year's winners of Picard's array of awards.
Through the years, the National Agriculture, Aquatic, and Resources Research and Development Network, or NARDEN member agencies, have generated various research and development information and technologies intended to boost productivity of the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sectors. To promote the research and development breakthroughs, the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development holds the National Symposium on Agriculture and Aquatic Resources Research and Development, or NSARD. The NSARD provides incentives to the research and development workers through the Picard Best R&D Paper Awards. The awards honor the outstanding papers in the research and development. The Best R&D Paper Awards aims to encourage Filipino researchers to strive hard in achieving quality research and development activities that contribute to attaining sustainable development in the countryside.
Best Research Paper Award. First place, Harnessing Entomopathogenic Fungi for the Control of Citrus Rind Borer on Satsuma Mandarin, from Nueva Vizcaya State University and National Chongqing University. Second place, From Functional Genomics to Functional Applications in Cacao Production and Varietal Improvement, from University of Southern Mindanao and University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Third place, Classical Swine Fever or CSF Surveillance in Mindanao towards its control and eradication, from Central Mindanao University. Best Development Paper Award. First place, Improvement of Mango Production through Science and Technology Innovations and Support Mechanisms for Capacity Development in Bataan and Zambales, from Bataan Peninsula State University and President Ramon Magsaysay State University. Second place, Community-Based Participatory Action Research on Sustainable Corn Production in Sloping Areas in Barangays Divisoria Sur and Divisoria Norte, Madela, Quirino, from the Department of Agriculture, Regional Field Office 2, Municipal Local Government Unit of Madela and Provincial Local Government Unit of Quirino.
The Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development recognizes the exceptional contributions of Filipino scientists and researchers in the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. Through the Dr. Elvira Otan Award, Picard pays tribute to outstanding researchers and prolific writers through their publication of research and development results in reputable scientific or technical journals. To further recognize the contributions of our scientists and researchers in advancing the country's national economic and food security through research and development, the Dr. Elvira Otan Award covers 3 categories, namely aquatic sciences, agriculture, and natural resources and environment.
Dr. Elvira Otan Award for Outstanding Published Paper in Agriculture category. De novo genome sequence assembly of dwarf coconut Cocos nucifera L provides insights into genomic variation between coconut types and related palm species. From Institute of Plant Breeding, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and Boyce Thompson Institute. Dr. Elvira Otan Award for Outstanding Published Paper in Aquatic Sciences category. Reproductive development of the threatened giant grouper Epinephelus lanceolatus. From Aquaculture Department, Southeast Asian Fisheries Development Center, University of the Ryukyus, University of the Sunshine Coast and Research Institute for Aquaculture. Dr. Elvira Otan Award for Outstanding Published Paper in Natural Resources and Environment category. Mapping fishing activities and suitable fishing grounds using nighttime satellite images and maximum entropy modeling. From Department of Geography, University of Hawaii, U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, Earth Observation Group, and National Fisheries Research and Development Institute.
The Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources Research and Development values the important role of the mass media in promoting science and technology in the country. With this in mind, the Council launched the Ulat SIPAG Award, which aims to recognize the efforts of media practitioners, particularly in popularizing SNT through print and broadcast. It also highlights media's role in being a link between the SNT sector and its clients in technology promotion, commercialization, and adoption. At the same time, the Ulat SIPAG Award is an effort to boost Picard's branding initiative, which currently focuses on promoting the Strategic Industry Program for Agri-Aqua Growth, or SIPAG.
Ulat SIPAG Award for Broadcast category. First place, Hermelina C. Tenorio of Ciencia na Tecnopa, Radio Aguila Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Second place, Custer C. Diocares of Pinoy Scientist, Radio Aguila Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Third place, Josephine D. Agapito of Pinoy Scientist, Radio Aguila Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ulat SIPAG Award for Print category. First place, Julio P. Yap Jr. of Agriculture Magazine, Panay News, and MARID Agribusiness Digest. Second place, Cecilio T. Junio Jr. of Manila Standard. Ugnay Award is given to the distinguished consortia in recognition and sincere appreciation of their best efforts and accomplishments as Picard's partners in implementing strategic R&D, technology transfer, knowledge management, and capability building initiatives which led to the advancement of the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. Second runner-up, Cordillera Consortium for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Resources Research and Development. First runner-up, Visayas Consortium for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Program. And the most outstanding regional R&D consortium, Cagayan Valley Agriculture, Aquatic, and Resources Research and Development Consortium.
SIPAG's garnering its unprecedented 6th Ugnay Award is the result of the synergy of cooperation among stakeholders, guided with one vision: SIPAG as a regional center of excellence in research and technology management, providing leadership and policy direction in advancing the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sectors to significantly contribute to suitable development and to the improvement of the quality of life of the people in Cagayan Valley. However, to fulfill this vision in the midst of pandemic and natural calamities, we need the compassionate and generous support and cooperation of all our stakeholders. On behalf of the SIPAG Consortium, as the RRDCC Chairperson, allow me to take this opportunity to humbly express my sincerest gratitude and warm appreciation to the following persons: the External Evaluation Committee members, Dr. Patricio S. Filon, Dr. Rogelio C. Serrano, Dr. Rafael D. Guerrero, and Dr. Vezoil Luz C. Dezena. The Picard Evaluation Committee members, Dr. Melvin C. Carlos, Ms. Shirley O. Ubal, and Mr. Ramon A. Oliveros. Also, same appreciation to Dr. Reynaldo V. Ebora, Executive Director of the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Development. Dr. Nicomedes P. Eliazar, Director, Bureau of Agricultural Research. Director Sancho A. Maborang, Director, DOST Region 2. Director Narciso A. Edilio, Executive Director, DA Regional Field Office 2. Director Imelda M. Guillermo, Center Director, DA ATI. Attorney Antonio A. Abawag, OIC Executive Director, DENR. Director Junicio C. Ledres Jr., Director, NEDA Region 2. Director Milagros C. Morales, OIC Regional Director, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Director Helen A. Maduma, Center Director, Watershed and Water Resources Research and Development Extension Center. Director Leia Pulido Campo, Department of Trade and Industry, Region 2. Attorney Carlito S. Encarnacion, Administrator, National Tobacco Administration. Mr. Herman C. Torres, Department Manager 3 of the Philippine Rice Research Institute. Also to the presidents of consortium member institutions. From the academe, my heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Orduha A. Tejada of Cagayan State University, Dr. Andres Z. Tagyam of Nueva Vizcaya State University, Dr. Hermenegildo F. Samoy Jr. of Quirino State University, Dr. Alfonso R. Simon of Batanes State College, and Reverend Father Franklin G. Piscio, M.S. of University of La Salette. To all the mayors of local government units in the Cagayan Valley, togetherness defines our diversity. As such, our diversity allows us to develop a holistic approach in research and development, make us more dynamic in our research undertakings, enable us to look beyond our needs, and complement and share our resources for common good of our clientele and the institution we represent. Thank you so much. Also, with much admiration to the dedication and commitment of CAARRD researchers, scientists, and staff headed by the amiable Consortium Director, Dr. Miladis E. Mafijao, and to my ISU family. Special appreciation to Dr. William C. Medrano, Undersecretary for Livestock, Department of Agriculture, for his unparalleled contribution as the former CAARRD Executive Director. And to the ever-supportive father of the Department of Science and Technology, the Honorable Secretary Professor Fortunato T. de la Peña. Our success as a consortium could never been more purposeful and meaningful without our clientele, the farmers and fisher folks and the environmentalists. We draw our inspiration from you because only by helping you make your life better that we could make ours better. It is you who make us reinvent our approaches in research, which leads us to become more innovative. Hence, this Ugnay Award 2020 is heartily dedicated to you. God bless us all. Mabuhay ang Cagayan Valley agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources development.
We are now approaching the denouement of our story. But before that, here's a message from Picard Deputy Executive Director for Administration, Resource Management, and Support Services.
DOST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, recipients of the various Picard S&T Awards, our partners here and across the globe, and to all our viewers, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. The current pandemic more than ever emphasized the relevance of agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources as the primary source of all food and livelihood opportunities across all sectors in our society. More so, the situation underscored the critical value of science, technology, and innovation in addressing and responding to the challenges brought to fore by this unforeseen situation that we are in, especially in the AANR sector. On a positive note, it is also during these difficult times when our extensive network and strong partnerships work best to provide the needed solutions to make the AANR sector more productive, competitive, and responsive towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals in all the regions of the country. Today's event is a testament to Picard's commitment in furthering science, technology, and innovation as we recognize the achievements and valuable contributions of our partners, researchers, development practitioners, and scholars from the NARD, media partners, and our regional consortia. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your unwavering dedication in bringing S&T closer to the people. Indeed, hand in hand, we can make the difference where it matters most in the lives of our fellow Filipinos. As we strive to work harder amidst the pandemic and aftermath of natural disasters, Picard enjoins the NARD and the regional consortia to continue to showcase our GALING, which can be manifested in three fronts. First, GALING, or from, by churning out relevant R&D outputs from our ISPs to benefit the farmers, fisherfolk, and general public. Second, GALING, or heal, by working together to rebuild or revive the AANR sector, as well as the communities that depend on it as they reel back from the effects of all the recent disruptions. And third, GALING, or excellence, by doing what we do extraordinarily well to ensure maximum beneficial impact of S&T in the shortest possible time. At this point, I'd like to express our gratitude to DOST Undersecretary Guevara and Secretary de la Peña for their steadfast support to Picard and our initiatives which allowed us to expand the GALING Picard Contra COVID program to cover non-food R&D initiatives to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. I also wish to thank our stakeholders and viewers for joining us until the end and making this virtual event a success. Once again, my warmest congratulations to this year's awardees and winners. To all of you, thank you, and let us keep safe as we welcome another year ahead. Mabuhay ang siyensya, mabuhay tayong lahat.
As we move forward and strive for greatness, may we look back at the times when we were defied by instances, and may it serve as a humble reminder that we were made stronger by many challenges, especially the recent COVID-19 pandemic, hence the beginning of GALING Picard. Today, we celebrate Picard's 9th year as an institution, but we are also excited for its 50th year since its growth from Picard to Picard. Here is a teaser video for our golden anniversary in 2022.
ACR is very proud of our growing partnership with Picard as equal partners and co-investors across research, capacity building and impact assessment.
Picard and its regional consortia members have contributed greatly to ACR's country programs and research priorities, and things like collaboration in impact assessment and environmental methodologies that are global public goods.
Picard is an extremely important partner of international organization also to cooperate in agriculture research and development.
Both FFTC and Picard have had a long history of partnership and working together on a lot of projects since the 1970s, empowering and uplifting the lives of the small-scale farmers and fishermen.
Picard and RDA have closely cooperated for the development of agricultural science and technology during the last 24 years.
Truly, 2022 will be a celebration of Picard's fruitfulness as it contributes to national development.
It is my honor to encourage all our stakeholders, partners, and researchers in Region 8 to be abreast in all DOST Picard's program and continue to do our part as catalyst for change.
Picard management and staff, I'm so proud of you, and I'm also proud to be part of Picard family.
For Picard, the contribution of the bosses, and it has been a learning experience. I will not be here kung wala sa kanila.
The Picard and PCAARRD had contributed significantly to the country's R&D programs for agriculture, fisheries, and natural resources.
It is with great honor and privilege to be part of Picard, and now Picard for more than 4 decades. Looking back on my memories of serving Picard as Executive Director for 16 years gives me a nostalgic feeling.
Cagayan Valley Agriculture and Aquatic Resources, Research and Development, and Isabela State University family.
The Westmerdec family,
Glardec and CLSU family is looking forward to celebrating the 50th anniversary of Picard.
More power, mga kapamilya.
Something big to celebrate with Dost Picard.
See you in 2022.
See you all in 2022. My God bless us all.
Mabuhay ang Picard!
Magkita-kita po tayong muli upang ipagdiwang ang ginitoang anibersaryo ng Picard sa 2022. Maraming salamat po at maligayang Pasko sa ating lahat.